I think in the process, the only person that was negative about it and was very concerned about me making the change was my mother. She liked the idea of a doctor in the family. Here you're going from an honorable profession like dentistry to selling birdseed. It's almost like the punchline of a joke. I'm Scott Menno, and I've had two careers in my life. The first one was as a dentist, and now I'm the owner of a Wild Birds Unlimited store. My dad was an engineer. My mother was a public school teacher. They both wanted a doctor in the family. Being the oldest son, it was, well, Scott, you'd make a great doctor. You could be a doctor when you grow up. But when I got to college, I realized that I wasn't really sure that I could put up with having life and death decisions in my hands. I did like the medical field, but I also like to work with my hands. So that led to dentistry. I think it takes a certain kind of person to be a dentist. You're working in a very tiny space. You're working in microns, thousandths of an inch, in a very small area. So it can create a lot of frustrations. I tended to be like a sponge, so if my patient was stressed out in the chair, I started absorbing that, and I'd take it home with me. Along the way, I kept thinking, I should be enjoying this more. I do a good job, I like my patients, but somehow the stress is just a lot higher than it should be for me. So several times over my career, I thought, I'm trapped. I wanted people to like me. And I found that often the first time I met somebody, they would say, nothing personal, but I hate dentists. And I'm thinking, if it's not personal, why are you saying it? I finally got to the point when I thought, the only thing trapping me is me. We had loved birds and bird feeding. We read an article about a franchise called Wild Birds Unlimited. One woman in Columbus, Ohio was selling 5 tons of bird seed a week, and I thought, that is just unbelievable. People must really love to feed birds as much as we do. It's hard to know whether you're being realistic when you're dreaming about what you'd like to do, following your passion, changing a career that you've been involved in for 10 years or more. I just thought, no, I need to make a significant change, and this was what I wanted to do. I was excited about the change. Realizing birds didn't have teeth, I was excited about the change. Having the support of your family when you're making a huge decision like this is very important. My wife saw that I wasn't really enjoying what I was doing in the practice, so she was very supportive. My dad understood. My mother finally came around. It took a few months, but she finally came around. We surprised ourselves in becoming the experts in bird feeding, and I enjoyed that. It was a thing that I hadn't planned on that I really liked. Well, good afternoon and welcome to Bird Talk. I like to have my own radio show. With Bird Talk, we can do an hour where people call in and ask questions about bird feeding. When I was a dentist, nobody wanted to interview me about dentistry. Now I've got my own show. But the great blue heron is an amazing fisherman. I don't have to fake it being enthusiastic about bird feeding. I probably appreciate what I'm doing a lot more now because I've been a doctor. I'm still a doctor. They don't take away the degree if you retire. And my days are longer, but I enjoy them more. We enjoy doing it. We don't hold back, where I felt I didn't meet my potential as a dentist because I was always holding back a little bit because I really didn't enjoy what I was doing. I think if people are looking into changing a career, they should look at something they're interested in, not just something that they would make money in. If you're still frustrated at the end of the day, maybe you need to make that change. I made that change. I still have the frustrations and trials and tribulations, but I enjoy fixing them.